Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Angie Casada. Thank you so much for joining us here in our WNCT Now digital studios for your afternoon news update. Well, let's get right to it. We're following a developing story in Jacksonville right now. What we know so far is an unmarked natural gas line has been hit by a crew working in the area of Carmen Avenue and Clyde Street near Henderson Drive. Now, we're also being told that homes in that area, as well as the high school, are actually being evacuated. They're asking folks to get out of the area as soon as possible, and drivers are being urged to use another route instead of city officials are saying instead of using Henderson, they're asking for you to drive on Gum Branch Road while crews work to fix the leak. But again, they're asking folks that live in that area as well as the high school to be evacuated from that area until that gas leak is fixed. But of course, we're sending our reporter Aaron Dean to that area, so we'll have the latest coming up at 5:30, and 6 o'clock. Also, earlier today, Governor Roy Cooper, he spent the afternoon in Lenoir County. He's touring a home in Kinston that was damaged during Hurricane Matthew. Rebuild NC and the Office of Recovery and Resiliency are responsible for the renovations that include elevating the home to protect it from future storms. The money for repairs comes from the Community Block Development Grant Disaster Recovery Fund, which has already helped 221 homes, businesses, and towns recover from hurricane damage. Nine on your sides, Madison Forsey will have more on the governor's visit tonight at 5 and 6. Well, the late Congressman Walter B. Jones could soon be remembered with a local post office in his memory. Check this out. Walter B. Jones, he's very, very much missed, and members of the state's congressional delegation have filed legislation designated the Walter B. Jones Post Office in Farmville. Now, that's where the longtime congressman lived until his death of February 2019 at the age of 76. The House approved a resolution last week, while Senators Richard Burr and Tom Tillis introduced a measure this week. Jones served as a state legislator who had served in Congress since 1995. Well, all eyes of the state of New Hampshire will be on the state of New Hampshire, I should say, today as voters have their say on the race for the White House. Let's take a look. Polls opened across the state Tuesday morning, and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg begin the day as the undisputed frontrunners. Now, New Hampshire also offers a critical test for former Vice President Joe Biden and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. Both are hoping a better showing than the results in the Iowa caucuses. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we're going to have more of this news and more coming up tonight at 5:30, and 6 o'clock. But again, that major story is the unmarked natural gas line out of Jacksonville. That gas leak is just causing officials to really just be cautious and ask not only the high school but homes around that area of Carmen Avenue and Clyde Street near Henderson Drive to be evacuated until that's fixed. But of course, we have Aaron Dean that's going to be at the scene, and we'll have more coming up at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and 6. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.